ancient, they are powerful, and they're living right under our noses in one of the most futuristic cities on Earth. This year, in 2025, Singapore has been buzzing with news of them. Crocodiles, spotted in dams, crossing roads, and even a mass escape from a farm just next door. So I've hired a car, our official Croc-Mobile, and we're going on an expedition. We're going to visit the exact locations of these sightings to see if we can find Singapore's urban dragons and answer the question, are crocodiles becoming a problem in Singapore? This is Operation Croc Hunt. Our search begins here in the heart of modern Singapore. It's hard to imagine looking at all this, but this very river, the Kallang River, was once teeming with saltwater crocodiles. A lot of colonial era records talk about crocodile hunts and massive reptiles being pulled from these waters, but they were the original residents. Today, as sightings here would be front page news around the world, the waterways are now managed. They're sealed off, but the system isn't entirely closed. The rivers still connect to the sea. So while the chance of seeing one here is almost zero, it's not 100% zero. A young, adventurous crocodile could theoretically navigate its way here through Marina Barrage. We're starting here to understand the scale of their disappearance from the city centre and set the stage for where they are now making their comeback. Okay, this is the area. You can immediately see why a crocodile would be here. And it's not obvious to start with, but if you look to the right and left, it's full of canals, mangroves, and just crocodile water. It's also just down the road over here, next to the largest crocodile farm in Singapore. Now, while MParks confirmed that the farm was secure, it shows that this entire area is prime crocodile territory. And the thing about these crocodiles is that they're masters of camouflage. It could be 10 feet away from us right now, and we'd never know. The road crosser was likely moving between water sources in the middle of the day. It's a reminder that even the roads here cut through their territory. We're the visitors. Hang on. I promised you crocodiles and I haven't delivered. That's not how we do things. Lucky for us, it's still early morning and we're right near the one place in Singapore where my mates are always home. Before we find the phantoms, let's go see the royal family. Next stop, Sungei Buloh. This isn't a hunt, this is a visit. We are guests in their home. Sungei Buloh is the heart of crocodile territory in Singapore, and this is where you see what a healthy population looks like. Here we go. Look at this. It looks like a classic family outing. We've got a big one that does not like me being here and is hiding. Probably mum or dad. There's a medium-sized one and a smaller son just chilling on the bank together. This is a rare, peaceful moment. Shows how comfortable they are here. You can tell dad did not want me here because the moment he heard my footsteps leaving the boardwalk, he popped straight up to verify that I'm gone. Crocodiles have an incredible sense of intuition and their senses are top-notch. Even when they're underwater, they can sense and hear the vibrations of exactly where I am, which means that when they sneak up on their predators, they don't need to surface in the water. It's not just the big guys here today. Look at the juvenile crocodiles, the next generation. A lot of these guys will most likely be transitory, coming from Malaysia or Indonesia. They could also be the children of some of the large apex crocodiles in the region, but they're most likely going to be pushed out as most of the territory here is claimed. Look at them, just soaking up the sun, trying to stay out of the way of the big adults. Now, I am a bit worried about this juvenile crocodile. He's hanging out in the exact same spot that I saw a large saltwater crocodile just last week. I know it's the large salties territory, and this juvenile is just occupying it for now. He needs to scram and go find somewhere else to hide before he becomes dinner for the large salty. Okay, we need to quickly come back. There's a crocodile in hunting mode. It's stalking the bank. Let's see what he's going to have for dinner tonight. Okay, there's a bird. It's just sitting very patiently. You could almost see that this crocodile is waiting. There's no movement from its body at all. It's just waiting for that bird to get closer. Man, I think it missed the bird. But now he's pretty bored of what's going on here. He's gonna go down the river and see if there's any monkeys or other birds waiting on the bank. Whoa, look how close we get to this guy. He is not interested in me at all. He wants to get food. He is hungry. That is the power of an apex predator. And that hunter is why these animals are so vital. He's found something. He's looking. They are the best defense against invasive fish that people release. They act as the waterways cleanup crew, eating dead animals and preventing disease. All of that helps maintain a healthy plant system. They don't just live here, they manage the place. Okay, we've seen the royal family, my promise is kept. Now, let's go find the crocodiles in areas that they may not belong. There's so much water here, and it's very unlikely that we're going to be able to see a crocodile unless we get into these mangroves. Unfortunately, they're military protected, so there's really not a lot we can do to go find this crocodile unless he decides to show himself to us. Now imagine the crocodile we just saw at Sungei Buloh, living right here. In January, one was filmed swimming in this very dam. It's a known residence. And here's the proof. They know he's here. For a crocodile, this is a perfect bachelor pad. It's full of fish and is connected to the sea. I'm looking around, seeing if we can spot one. There's plenty of monitor lizards around here. Look at this guy heading into the hole. What we're doing is we're looking for something that looks like a floating log, or just a pair of nostrils. It's a genuine thrill knowing it's out here, somewhere in this massive body of water. But he's not showing today. After seeing these giants in Sungei Buloh, maybe that's a good thing. Let's keep moving. We're checking off the rest of the hotspots. First, a quick stop at Lower Seletar Reservoir. It's huge and connected to the same water system as the Yishun Dam. A croc seen there could easily swim here for a change of scenery. In fact, in 2019, a crocodile was caught right next to the golf course. Each location we get to, we're getting closer and closer to urban activity. This leads us to our final stop on this journey, somewhere that you would never expect a crocodile to turn out. But it also ends up being the best side of Singapore. The west side. We're going to This might seem like the most unlikely place on our list, but don't be fooled. We're in Choa Kang, and this massive canal connects directly to Kranji Reservoir, which in turn connects to the Strait of Johor. In the past, crocodiles have been spotted in these urban canals right here. This, for me, is the most fascinating part of the story. The clash of two worlds. The wild, ancient reptile navigating the concrete veins of a modern metropolis. Imagine looking out of your apartment and seeing a 10-foot predator swimming past. It's a testament to how adaptable these animals really are. So our croc hunt is over. We drove across the entire country. We searched for the ghosts of Kallang, the phantom of Lim Chu Kang, and the resident of Yishun, and the concrete travelers in Choa Kang. But the question still stands. Are crocodiles becoming more of a problem in Singapore? And the answer is no. In the last 30 years, there have been 0 recorded attacks. Crocodiles are not a problem. NParks does an incredible job to make sure that crocodiles are kept separate from human beings, even though they're breeding and growing in population. The official advice from NParks is simple. If you see one, stay calm, don't approach it, and keep your distance. Even if they start entering our urban areas, they are separated and they are far away from major human activity. So always remember these key points. Crocodiles are not an invasive species. They will grow to the size that is required for their territory. That could be a pond or a large river. They may enter into urban areas, and when we're living in croc territory, we should always be Croc Wise. That does not mean that we are necessarily unsafe from crocodiles or that we should be calling for a cull. Crocodiles will inhabit their own territory and they will prefer to leave us alone. If you love the content of crocodiles in Southeast Asia, make sure you give us a subscribe and share this video with your mates. Enjoy, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. So I'm just in Sungei Buloh by myself. Can't pass for a little bit because I've got these little critters just blocking the pathway. They're going to take up their own time. They're going to do whatever they want. There we go. Bye, little guy.